I'd look at the blue feather PBG gave. He gave you a blue feather! Harvest Moon, no! Hi everyone, this is Jen, here with a new episode of Let's Play Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club. In the last episode, we just got back from a date with PBG, and we got to see him on his radio show, and he considers himself to be an expert on relationships, but it's kind of iffy whether or not he's actually that way in real life. We also got to see PBG in a soccer match against Hatoful High, which, oh, that's amazing. Also, I geeked out over blue feathers from Harvest Moon for a good half a minute, so let's just continue on. We were asked out on a sort of date by PBG, so let's see how this goes. So it came time that I was standing in front of PBG's dorm door, heart pounding, fist up in the air. You can do this, Hana, just knock. We never set a time up, so what if noon was too early? What if I knocked and he answered and had completely forgotten? What if he didn't want to hang out anymore? What if I was late? And then there was the fact that, well, he was a boy, and I was going to be hanging out in a boy's room. Alone. You already did before. You know, in the first act, I'm going to drink some cold water. Not the best water to be drinking when you plan on doing a lot of voice acting. Room temperature is the best, but what can you do? Anyway, of course I trusted PBG wholeheartedly, and it's not like he was just any boy. He was basically a brother to me. Oh, quit friendzoning him slightly. But just because I had recently reacquired fond memories of him didn't necessarily mean I could trust him. He might not be the same person. Oh my gosh, Hana, knock on the door.
Hey!
Hey, Jeff. Hey, is something wrong? Ah! Jeff stood above my shoulder, squinting at me. What are you doing here? I'm here to see PBG. He tilted his head to the side.
Right.
So you are. Sorry, am I in your way? Nope. He's just here to watch chaos happen, I guess. Oh, okay then. How long was he just going to stand there staring at me? Why wasn't he moving? Was he waiting for me? I didn't want him knowing I was going into PBG's room, but what else was I supposed to say? Huh?
Bye.
I'll see you later, Hana. Bye, Jeff. With that, he turned on his heel, back the way he came. These guys were the worst. They'd be the death of me. There's no way they wouldn't. And get some cookies. That'll be good.
Hana.
Hana. Oh, PBG. Hi. I'm here. Whoa, yeah, you are. I almost thought you weren't coming. Oh, am I late? No, of course not. I was just overthinking things again. Never mind. Come in. Weren't you just leaving? He paused and stared into space over my head. Was I just... Oh... No worries, I don't need to leave if you're here, though I am sorry I don't have any cookies for you. You were gonna get me cookies? Oh. What kind of hangout sesh doesn't have cookies? Most of mine. Anyway, let's go get them then. Okay. Yeah, cafeteria. The fluorescent lights buzzed above our heads as we prowled the school store, a small area connected to the cafeteria that reminded me of a gas station. I picked myself some strawberry milk and followed behind PBG as he strode up and down the snack aisle, muttering to himself, "Strawberry milk. That would be the ideal gift in Harvest Moon." Oh, I gotta stop thinking of Harvest Moon, but I can't. Too rough, not quite the ones. It was kind of funny, to be honest. At first, he gave off the impression that he didn't take anything seriously. The world was just a big giant playground and PBG was rolling around it, trying not to hurt anyone. But it seemed if it was something he took seriously, soccer, friendships, or even something as silly as snacks. Unhealthy. It's too much to ask to find a good... He took it very seriously. Do you not have a favorite kind of cookie? PBG jumped and spun around to look at me. Had he forgotten I was here? Yeah, I do, but I was kind of looking for something else. They don't have it? They might. I just don't remember which one it was. I think they changed the packaging or something. What are you looking for? His face darkened and he started to pout. I didn't want to tell you. Why not? He wanted to surprise you. He stamped a foot and glared at the row of cookies. I wanted it to be a surprise. Yeah, I got you right there. I laughed. How is it going to be a surprise when I'm standing right next to you? It's not the same thing. PBG's really angry. Do you remember those cookies we always got at the corner store? They came with little toys. They were awesome. And we split them half and half, and you got the cookie and I got the toy. I wanted those again. Those are illegal now. Oh man, that's reminding me... Wonder Balls. It's reminding me of Wonder Balls. What? Why? Let me guess, children eating toys? Kids choked on the toys, I think. Yes, it is Wonder Ball. Only Wonder Cookies, more like. His eyes narrowed. Charles. Charles? The kid in the new generation is exemplified by Charles. He's ruining everything and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives. So the kid that you blame is Charles for everything.
Really?
Oh, really? PBG raised a fist into the air, staring into the sky. Ugh. Curse you, Charles! What? This isn't funny. This is awful. No, it's really funny. In the end, we decided to get the faithful standby, chocolate cookies, and headed back to his dorm. I was so busy laughing at the register that I didn't notice him paying for my drink until it was all said and done. When he handed it back to me, I said thanks, but an odd feeling sat in my stomach. This wasn't a date, right? Not this again. I liked PBG, but I didn't think I wanted it to be...
Yeah.
Friendzone Central, my name is PBG. Okay, we sat on the floor of PBG's dorm room, a small monitor and a Wii in front of us. He waved to 2 game boxes on the floor. Here we have Marionette Party and Stupendous Stomping Sisters. Which one do you want to play? I've heard of both games. You played Stomping Sisters just a week ago or so. Come on. Marionette Party was the type of game you played when you wanted to end your friendships. SSS was the game we played last week. I stared at the boxes doubtfully. I don't think I want to end my friendship with you. What? So let's play Stomp. Fine by me. He put the disc into the Wii and started up the console. In no time, we picked our characters and were having a one-on-one battle. No, 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 no! I'm not just gonna let you take all the Noki balls. It's the only way I could save myself. You're spamming down B. No, I'm not. PBG's Pikachu jumped across the castle grounds, chasing after my pink ball of fluff. Down B is the best one for Pikachu, I'm just saying. That and always the, you know, the C-stick. Not fair. Not fair. There was no real way I could use my Rock Smash attack if he was just gonna spam down B. My fluff ball might go invulnerable for a few seconds, but the lightning was too quick. This was the worst. There is no way in hell I'm going to lose. Give it up. I've been playing this way longer than you. I threw another Noki ball at him. He jumped over and it landed in front of me. I lifted into the air and tried to shift into a rock form. He quickly tapped down B. Game. We stared at the screen in amazement. What just happened? The ending screen came up. There was my pink ball of fluff dancing away in the center of the screen. I think I won? I just shot off the screen like a rocket. I didn't even think you hit me. I'm sorry. He rolled his eyes. Don't apologize for beating me, jeez. I held my tongue, resisting the urge to apologize again. Let's play again. We clicked through the ending screen. PBG adjusted the stock option to 3 lives and started up another battle. 3, 2, 1. Go! There is no way you're winning this round, though. Hey, nice screen picture. Hold on. Mouse out of the way. I threw myself into the game, deciding to forego my stone strategy in favor of non-stop stomp attacks. So did you get to play games a lot after I left? Hold on, I'm looking in the background. I can't read them, but one of them is Animal Crossing, but it's like the city people. Oh man. I wish I could read it. Sorry, I'm going back to the game. Sorry, no more reading background. After I left, blah, blah, blah. After deciding he wasn't trying to distract me from kicking his butt, I responded. No, not at all, actually. Your house was pretty much the last time I ever got to play a game. We couldn't really afford that kind of thing even before we moved. Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's my turn to tell you not to apologize. I smashed his Pikachu to the side of the screen and waited until he ran his way back to me. Oh, but I did bring a game to Asagao. Kind of. My dad bought me a new 4DS before I left. Wait, a new 4DS or a new 4DS? I'm mispronouncing everything wrong. I don't know what you mean. I do. Never mind. The thing is, he didn't buy me any games for it. He didn't realize you had to buy the games separately. Oh, that's adorable. Isn't it? So I just have this 4DS and nothing to play it on except for mini games that come with it.
Yeah.
You should borrow one of my games. Harvest Moon. That would be so... Wait, no, there's no way I could afford to replace one of his games if I broke it somehow. I couldn't take one. Not in good conscience. Never mind. I have to practice for the tournament, so I can't borrow any of games from you. I'd play those instead. I guess so. I rolled around his Pikachu and smashed him with my hammer. He flew off the edge of the screen. Game. Man, not again. I know I'm bad at games, but this is ridiculous. PBG, you and me are both bad at games. It's just something we're gonna have to deal with sometime in the future. Okay, no more distractions. Let's go. One more round, all or nothing. And PBG was really, really bad at video games. How did he even make it into a tournament team? Well, if he was one of the founders, it wasn't like they could just kick him out.
Yeah.
These cookies were totally worth it. They're surprisingly good, actually. I dusted my fingers off on my skirt and took another one. But Hana, you're really good at games, considering you've never played them before. You think so? You beat me 7 times, and it's only your 2nd time playing Stomp. I felt kind of bad. PBG loved games. It must be hard to be so bad at them. Game! Quit being so down on PBG. Gosh. Plus, remembering the awkward tension in the air when I first beat him, he was probably more than aware of it. Sorry about that.
No.
No! You're not allowed to feel bad for beating me, do you understand? If you're awesome at something, be awesome at it. Screw everyone else. Hey, PBG, that's... I don't know if I call that sound advice, but it's very motivating. Motivating advice. And as long as we had fun, nothing else really matters. Heat crept up my cheeks. It's probably that attitude that let me beat you in the first place. Whoa, whoa, low blow, Hana. We laughed and took a sip of my strawberry milk, the taste clashing with the pure chocolate cookies. But, I'm really glad I got to play with you again, Hana. I mean it, I missed you, and, this is nice. I'm happy. Okay, I was definitely blushing now. So... direct. I couldn't remember the last time I told someone something like that. Heck, I had a hard time telling my own father how much I appreciated him. I had to summon all my strength just to stammer out a reply. Me too. PBG beamed at me. His smile was really nice. And... geez, had he always been so tall? Good lord. Oh gosh, John. He just appears out of nowhere. John appeared over the side of his bed, headphones around his ears. Was he sleeping in his bed the entire time? He threw a pillow at PBG. It whizzed across the room and smacked him right in the face. He collapsed into the floor. I squeaked and rushed to his side. Get a room! 4 hours later, I finally got back to my dorm. It was really fun. I wouldn't mind doing it again. I didn't realize it, but I missed PBG. And in the most random of ways, he ended up back in my life. It must be fate. We were meant to be friends forever. Stop saying that. I wasn't about to let go of him this time. She's singing the Asagao theme song too. Dang it, son. Humming softly, I opened the door.
Hey.
I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome back to Earth. How was your trip? You were gone for days. Mai sat at her desk, a piece of paper in front of her. Don't be so dramatic. What are you doing? Take a look at this. She handed the paper to me. I tilted it towards the light and began to read. Oh, down we go again. Red flower. A flower. It needs some sunlight indeed. Before it grows up, it starts as a seed. Its potential is great, but first there is fear. A shadow that's wandering near. Will it blossom, I wonder? My heart is so pure. This relationship flower is a metaphor. 'Cause if it shall grow from finding the rain, her red petals emerge sweeping over my heart's terrain.
Really?
Another one! It is Jared, oh my gosh. 'Cause I just realized that from the freaking Jared route. Oh, he does the same thing. Okay. Another one? Another one. My side. Is that a phone ring? Yes, it is. Hold on a second. Never mind that. Okay. Never mind that at all. Okay. My side. Just as vague as the first. At this rate, we'll never figure out who wrote them or who they're talking about. Red. You have red hair. 2 and 2. Let's do this. Are we sure this isn't a joke? I mean, this is so bad. Mai jumped out of her chair and came to look over my shoulder.
Wow.
Well, it is bad enough to be a joke, but this would be a lot of effort just to make fun of us. It's not like they can see our reactions either, so what's really in it for them? Maybe they want us to get invested, or they'll invite us to confess? Mai laughed. You think they wanted to make us fall in love with them? I shrugged. If they did, they should have written it on something better than this baloney. Yeah, I guess you're right. Mai went back to her desk and pulled out a book. Senpai Noticeability 101, How to Catch and Keep an Older Man. No comment. I don't want that book. Not at all. There's nothing we can do about it short of interrogating everyone we know. So we might as well let it alone. Yeah. I didn't want to sit and wait for something to be done about this. The first one was so bad, it was hilarious. Neither of us really took it seriously. But now there was another. It raised too many questions. How much longer would this continue? What was it building to? A climax, apparently. Who sent it, and were their feelings genuine? I wanted to know. I'd never been good at waiting for answers. Neither am I. I need to go on the Wikipedia as soon as possible. For certain things. Like the Ruby reviews. Reactions, they're not really reviews. I was the kind of person who asked what was happening in a movie when it hadn't told us what was going on. I wanted answers. Okay, now that's not me. Movies are usually a little bit obvious for me. I got those.
Hey.
Maybe I can ask the other girls in the dorm. Someone might have seen who did it. Huh. She didn't even look up from her book. If anyone saw it, they'd have read it too. They'd have taken it, or would already be asking about it. The girls here are way too nosy, and we live too close together for them to just let it be. It couldn't hurt. Mai blew her hair impatiently. If you want to waste your time, go ahead. I sighed. She was right. I had other things I needed to do. My eyes slid over to my cell phone, which I left charging on my desk. There's only 4 weeks left until the tournament. I folded the note into a neat square and shoved it into the back of my drawer out of sight. How was hanging out with PBG? It was fun. Mai glanced at me over the top of her book. What? Nothing. Tell me, did PBG mirror your movements in any way? Mirror? My gaze drifted from her face to the book in her hands. You've got to be kidding me. PBG and I are not like that. Well, did he? He was sitting next to me the whole time, and... well, he did get really close to me after a while, and he was so warm, and it was nice to lean against him. But that was just because he made me feel safe. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Mai was watching me closely, and now she lifted her chin to the air as she turned away. Okay, whatever you say, I believe you. You two are friends and nothing more. Yeah, well, good. We really are, though. He's like a brother to me. He's safety, not love. Mai grunted. Sucks to be him. Pardon? Nothing. You're friends then. Mai's basically saying you friend-zoned him. Yeah. Did she think he had a crush on me? I mean, no. I picked up my phone and located the puzzle game, trying to ignore the strange sinking feeling in my chest. I didn't have time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that. There was a tournament to win.
Yeah.
Time to get to work. Wonder how we're doing on the chapter 3. Yay! Sad PBG for the win. Hold on, I want to check on tournament points. Diary, go. Ooh, we're at 20 points. Dear Diary, these love notes won't stop. Really, I should be happy about them, but why do they make me feel so weird? They're not about you. Okay. Go, PBG! I stood atop my seat on the bleachers, screaming my throat hoarse. I can't believe people think I'm the loud one. I should have brought earplugs. Asagao was playing another game today. After the loss so early in the season, they couldn't afford another one. The score was tied 1-1, and there was only a few minutes left until halftime. PBG called the team into a huddle, where they stood, heads bowed, necks tense. I really don't want a repeat of last time. None of us do, but that's okay if it happens. It's just high school soccer. Don't let PBG catch you saying that. He's more than just the captain of the team. He can be a little obsessive.
Oh, I know that's right.
A little. You don't know the half of it. You haven't known him as long as I have. I glared at him and he held up his hands in self-defense. Can't blame me for stating the facts, ma'am. And you can't look at me like that. I'm your class president. I'll throw you in the brig. I won't vote for you this year. Ouch, man. I thought you were nice. My point is, it's better that we win, for everyone's sake. Yeah. Care to elaborate further? Paul shook his head and pointed to the field. Asagao was taking up the position again. There was 1 minute left on the clock. The ball was in Asagawa's possession, and Dean was dashing forward on the field. Not Dean. Two players came at him, trying to take the ball from him. Dean looked around in panic. He wasn't the best at avoiding danger. Avoiding supernatural joke because I don't know the fandom that well. Or the show. Cold water is definitely not the best choice. Okay. PBG raised his hand from across the field, running towards Dean. There we go. Dean passed the ball to him. A perfect pass. If PBG got it, he'd be able to score. There was no one in the way. PBG, go! But everyone gasps. The ball went in between his legs and into the possession of the other team. Asagao sprinted across the field, trying to prevent another goal, but PBG stood where he was, apparently in shock. PBG, what are you doing? Move it, PBG! They're gonna score on us! Come on! But he didn't move. Polite applause spluttered through the stadium and halftime was called. McJones put a hand on PBG's shoulder and he finally snapped out of it, looking at the score. His eyes grew wide. McJones gave him a shove towards the bench, and PBG, shaking his head, let himself be led there. Gosh, that didn't go well.
Well...
They can still come back from it. They still can. Oh no, he's a perfectionist, isn't he? When halftime was over, the team headed back onto the field. Without PBG. He sat on the bench, watching the game with his hands covering his mouth.
Well...
Let's hope we win. Aw, man, son. This doesn't seem very good. Oh, we did! With PBG on the sidelines, it was much easier for him to catch the plays of the other team and call for timeouts to counter them. In the end, his direction led the team to victory, even if his playing did not.
Yeah.
Come on, we should go congratulate him. This seems like the perfect point to end off for now. So, yeah, I know. I should have probably ended it, like, a little bit around Chapter 3, like, once it popped up. But this seems like a really good point to end off as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Jen. Thank you guys so much for watching Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want for more. Also be sure to check out links in the video description below for other places on the internet where I tend to dwell, and see other videos on this channel that you may like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Oh, my throat. Disgusting throat noises.